It is very obvious that Donald Trump does not like black people. But the most racist thing that he ever did against black people happened in 1989. In 1989, Donald Trump spent over $80,000 to post this ad in 4 New York newspapers. It said, "Bring back the death penalty. Bring back our police." Donald Trump was calling for the execution of 5 black boys who were innocent. Years later, they would be exonerated. On April 19th of 1989, this woman right here, Trisha Maele, was brutally beaten and assaulted in the worst way possible. It was a miracle that she was even alive. She lost 70 to 80% of her blood. She was in such bad condition that she was in a coma for weeks. Because this was such a brutal crime that took place in Central Park, New York, the police needed to find who did this. So they arrested 14-year-old Kevin Richardson, 14-year-old Raymond Santana, 15-year-old Antron McCray, 15-year-old Yusuf Salam, and 16-year-old Corey Wise. All of these teenagers were arrested with no evidence tying them to the crime. Police interrogated each of them for hours. After hours, each of the boys confessed to the crime, even though they did not do it. Because the police had no proof that these black teenagers committed the crime, they did anything in their power to dehumanize these black teenagers. They told reporters that the black kids were wildin'. This became a very popular phrase. But people were also calling the teenagers monsters. They were calling them a teen gang. The police also told reporters that they were a wolf pack. So newspapers started calling the black teenagers a wolf pack. But because Donald Trump has never liked black people, he fed fuel to the flame. He spent $80,000 to post this in newspapers. Donald Trump did not name the teenagers, but it was clear who he was talking about. He wanted these 5 black teenagers to be killed. Almost 13 years after the crime took place, a man in prison who had assaulted multiple women in the worst way possible, he admitted that he was the one who did the crime and he did it alone. DNA evidence from the crime was tested and he was a match. The Central Park 5 was finally innocent. Each of their convictions were overturned, but they had already spent 6 to 13 years in prison. In 2014, New York City paid them $41 million in a settlement. But in 2019, almost 20 years after they were proven innocent, Donald Trump said they admitted their guilt. He also said some prosecutors still think that the city should not have settled. After DNA proved that they were innocent, he still has something negative to say about these 5 black teenagers who had their lives ruined. This is clear racism.